Alexis Tsipras quickly forms unexpected alliance between Greece and Russia. Alexis Tsipras comes charging out of the gate by forming alliance with Russia. To those who have followed the EU, this is surprising and disturbing. He seems to be arrogantly distancing himself from the historical platform of the EU. Of course, Russia is not a member of this institution. Russia considers the EU to be an arch-enemy, especially with sanctions being implemented against them by the EU. Business Insider reports today that Greek Prime Minister Alexis Tsipras has blasted European economic sanction on Russia over the Ukraine crisis. The left-wing firebrand accused Brussels of hypocrisy over the sanctions, saying it was unfair not to pursue Russian oligarchs with money invested overseas. If you want to punish Russia, you need to punish all the countries where Russian multi-billionaires have invested their assets, Tsipras told German magazine Stern. Even before his victory in Greece, Alexis Tsipras was warming up to Putin of Russia, and at the same time he was creating tension between Greece and the EU. On January 27, his party spoke in Brussels about easing off sanctions against Russia. Greece has been a member of the EU since its inception, but the EU has always considered Russia to be a staunch enemy. Of course, the sanctions against Russia came after their invasion in Ukraine. Back in May of 2014, Tsipras said, "We should not accept and recognize the government of neo-Nazis in Ukraine." Source: I have never read that the government of Ukraine has neo-Nazis. Sounds like Putin provided the narrative from Mr. Tsipras. The Russian leader's top foreign policy advisor Yuri Ushakov said that Putin congratulated Tsipras on his victory in last month's general elections and on the assumption of his duties as the new Prime Minister of Greece. The discussion was very warm and constructive, he said, noting that President Putin invited Tsipras to Russia. He also said that the will for a more active development of bilateral relations was reaffirmed. Source: This has troubled many nations of the EU, especially in light of the fact that Tsipras has arrogantly inferred that Greece really doesn't need the EU Commission. Since his victory, he has suggested that perhaps Greece does not need the outdated EU, which he considers the worst offenders of austerity, which is the mantra of his newly elected party. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe to us on YouTube, Facebook and Twitter. You can visit us on www.therealthingmeme.webs.com.